Hello everyone, I'm Krasi, and I will be informing you about the astrological magic, the creation of astrological talismans, which will take place in May. What is this? Very briefly, for people who are new to my channel, the astrological magic is something which is as old as the world is. We inherited this from ancient Sumer, Babylon. It is about the creation of pieces of jewelry which connect us with certain powerful planetary or celestial divinity, so that they become our allies, so that they help us. For example, if you look at the crowns of kings and queens, if you look at the pieces of jewelry which are excavated from the ancient ruins, let's say, you would notice that they always, most of the times, very often, they are a combination of a gemstone and a metal, usually precious, and usually very often you can see carved images or signs or sigils on the stone. This is not simply, this was not simply beautiful piece of jewelry, it was a talisman or amulet. The amulet was would have solely protective function to protect people against people's envy, bad eye, but the talismans would have the meaning as a remedy to help us deal with certain bad aspects in our horoscopes, or to help us achieve what we want to achieve. And these things work because they wouldn't be happening so many thousands of years if they wouldn't work. And actually they work even more especially when they are made in a very appropriate astrological moment. This is the great art of astrology. This is really when, and it is like this magical game, which is about choosing the beautiful celestial moment when the planet or the star are in their very powerful, brilliant position, so that we can invoke them and they would bring us their blessing. What they bless these pieces of jewelry which I make, which I create. So this happens on a very right astrological moment. Sometimes we need to wait very long. Like imagine Saturn, how often is Saturn in Capricorn? How often is Saturn in Aquarius? Once in 30 years. So you can imagine, this is, extreme example, but you can imagine sometimes for a very good aspect how long we need to wait. So it is the astrological talisman which we wear as piece of jewelry or amulet, of course, are a combination of this. First and most important factor is the right astrological timing. This is the real art, to find the astrological timing, meaning to find, let's say, when Venus will be exalted, but not only, she can be exalted, but to be in harmonious aspect with other planets, to have the moon in specific position, to have the right planetary day, planetary hour, to be in the right heliacal phase and whatnot, so many factors. And then I use herbs, which I gather, most of them myself, again, on appropriate astrological moment. And then, of course, the created piece of jewelry, which is used to invoke the spirit of this divinity which is ruling the planet, or the planet rules it, or the star in question. So this is not very briefly, but this is something about the creation of talismans. Saying this, the very good, brilliant day of invoking Venus, because she's exalted with Jupiter in Pisces, I will show you, it is tomorrow. And then the next election is on the 10th of May, which is the royal star Regulus. But let me show you how these elections look like. So I'm sharing my screen with you in a moment. So I'm enlarging it so that you can see better. So this is the star Regulus, the heart of the lion. The ancients did make such talismans. I do for power, fighting melancholy, fighting fears, gaining courage, gaining luck. It's a brilliant, brilliant, beautiful star, which is mainly about luck. This is about the 10th of May. The ruler of the ascendant, where you have Regulus, and the moon is the sun, and you see the sun is exalted. Friendly aspect from Jupiter and Venus happens in the hour of Jupiter. So it is really a very, very good election of for the creation of talismans of Regulus, one of the most benevolent talismans. And then I will show you the other ones, which is about Venus, which is tomorrow. You see exalted Venus, again on benevolent hour, benevolent day. Exalted Venus, see Venus term here on midheaven. Venus, exalted Venus on midheaven, exactly in a degree. Venus term section where Venus is, and then you also have the moon in Taurus, exalted moon, and the moon is conjoined the star Capella, star of money. So it's a very, very benevolent election. Exalted sun. It is just all planets above the horizon. It looks quite good. It will give, such talismans will give very good results. Needless to say, what we expect from Venus as result: protection, creating friendlier environment around us, improving romantic, private relationships. Financially helping, improving luck. Venus is something truly, truly amazing. So these are the two elections. I showed you the charts very briefly. There are other finer details in the charts. And also, of course, I mentioned how the talismans are being created. They need, of course, it is the herb, it is the astrological timing, it is the essential oil, and it is the gemstone which have to be ruled by the planet or the star, and it is about the metal which has to be precious as well. So this is about it. You can see them all on my website, which I will put a link under this video, and see you very soon. Thank you.